Ever wondered if a cartoon could predict the future? The Simpsons has done just that, astonishingly mirroring reality with its predictions.
Disney just purchased 20th Century Fox.
From political upheavals to technological innovations, join us as we delve into how this animated family became pop culture's most unexpected oracle. Political premonitions, Trump's presidency, and more. The Simpsons isn't just a show, it's a crystal ball into the future. Among its most jaw-dropping forecasts was Donald Trump's presidency, a prediction that left viewers gobsmacked when it turned from animated satire into startling reality. But how did a family cartoon become a harbinger of political prophecy? In the year 2000, the episode Bart to the Future did the unthinkable. It envisioned a future where Donald Trump had ascended to the presidency of the United States. The episode painted a picture of a country in financial ruin under Trump's leadership, an eerie forewarning of the political spectacle that would unfold 16 years later when Trump won the 2016 election. This prediction was not a mere throwaway joke, but a pointed commentary on the direction in which American society could be heading. But The Simpsons didn't stop there. The show has had its finger on the pulse of political climates and events with uncanny accuracy. For instance, the episode featuring a voting machine that changes Homer's vote from Barack Obama to John McCain during the 2008 election eerily foreshadows real-world concerns about electronic voting integrity and manipulation. This wasn't just a humorous jab at technology, it was a prescient nod to the complexities and challenges of digital democracy. The show also tackled international politics with surprising foresight. Episodes have depicted scenes eerily reminiscent of actual events, such as the NSA's mass surveillance practices, revealed by Edward Snowden years after being humorously critiqued in the show. The Simpsons managed to spotlight the invasive reach of government surveillance long before it became a widely acknowledged truth. Moreover, The Simpsons ventured into geopolitical predictions. One episode showed a negotiation scene at the United Nations that eerily mirrored real diplomatic tensions years later. The show has even touched on the delicate dynamics of US-Russia relations, portraying scenarios that, while exaggerated for comedic effect, foreshadowed future geopolitical frictions. So how does The Simpsons manage to predict the future with such accuracy? Some might argue it's a mix of keen observation, sharp satire, and the law of averages. Make enough jokes about the future, and some are bound to come true. However, others see it as a testament to the show's writers' deep understanding of societal trends and their implications for the future. Analyzing these political predictions, one might wonder about the impact of these foreseen realities. When The Simpsons predicted Trump's presidency, it did more than just forecast an event. It sparked discussions about celebrity culture and politics, the unpredictability of elections, and the power of media to influence public perception. The show's uncanny ability to foresee political outcomes has turned it into a cultural phenomenon, where each episode is dissected for potential clues about the future. In dissecting the political premonitions of The Simpsons, it becomes clear that the show serves as a mirror, reflecting our collective anxieties, hopes, and the absurdity of the political landscape. Whether through sheer coincidence or predictive insight, The Simpsons has cemented its place in the annals of pop culture as a show that not only entertains but also anticipates the pulse of political movements worldwide. Through humor and satire, The Simpsons has offered a unique lens through which to view the future, sometimes so accurately it's uncanny. As we continue to witness the unfolding of events once thought to be nothing more than animated fiction, one thing is certain. The Simpsons has become an unexpected but vital part of our dialogue about the future of politics and society. Technological prophecies, smartwatches, autocorrect, and FaceTime. In an era where technology evolves at breakneck speed, The Simpsons has demonstrated an almost prophetic ability to forecast the gadgets and innovations that now define our daily lives. From smartwatches that keep us constantly connected to the autocorrect features that both aid and frustrate us, to the video calling apps that bring distant faces into our living rooms, the show has eerily anticipated many of the technological staples we take for granted today. Long before the Apple Watch made its debut, The Simpsons showcased a device strikingly similar to the smartwatches we now wear. In a 1995 episode titled Lisa's Wedding, a future glimpse into 2010 includes a watch that Lisa uses to communicate with her mother. This was at a time when the idea of doing anything other than telling time on your watch seemed like pure science fiction. Yet the show accurately predicted a future where our watches would serve as mini-computers, fitness trackers, and communication devices, all strapped conveniently to our wrists. The real-world manifestation of smartwatches underscores the show's insight into wearable technology's potential to revolutionize how we interact with the digital world. It highlights not only the show's imaginative vision, but also the rapid pace at which technology has caught up to and surpassed these early predictions. Another technological prophecy came in the form of autocorrect, a feature now embedded in virtually every digital device with a keyboard. In a 1994 episode, Lisa on Ice, Kearney asks Dolph to take a memo on his Newton to beat up Martin. The device famously changes beat up Martin to eat up Martha, poking fun at the early frustrations with Apple's Newton device's handwriting recognition. This gag foresaw the autocorrect mishaps that have become a humorous, if not occasionally frustrating, aspect of our text-based communications. The autocorrect feature was designed to aid in typing efficiency and accuracy, but as The Simpsons highlighted, it often results in unintended and sometimes hilarious exchanges. The prediction not only showcased the show's knack for foreseeing technological advancements, but also its ability to anticipate the quirks and imperfections that accompany them. Perhaps one of the most striking technological predictions was video calling, specifically through a medium akin to Apple's FaceTime. The same episode that introduced the smartwatch, Lisa's Wedding, also featured a scene where Lisa communicates with Marge using a phone that includes video capability. This was a novel concept at the time, suggesting a future where face-to-face conversations could happen digitally, across any distance. Fast forward to today, and video calling is a ubiquitous part of personal and professional life, especially highlighted by the global shift to remote work during the COVID-19 pandemic. Platforms like FaceTime, Skype, and Zoom have not only made the show's prediction a reality, but have become essential tools for maintaining connections in an increasingly digital world. These predictions by The Simpsons were not mere lucky guesses, but reflected a keen observation of technological trends and their potential impact on society. The show managed to encapsulate the essence of future innovations, foreseeing how they would evolve and integrate into our daily routines. Smartwatches, autocorrect, and FaceTime are just a few examples of how The Simpsons tapped into our collective technological trajectory, envisioning a future where gadgets and digital services would become extensions of our human experience. These predictions have since transitioned from animated fiction to concrete reality, reshaping how we live, work, and communicate. As we strap on our smartwatches, curse and chuckle at our autocorrect mistakes, and open our lives to the lens of a webcam, we're living in the future The Simpsons envisioned for us. The show's technological prophecies serve as a testament to its creator's forward-thinking vision, reminding us that sometimes reality is indeed stranger and more innovative than fiction. Corporate conquests. Disney acquires 20th Century Fox. The Simpsons has not only been a harbinger for technological and political shifts, but also for monumental movements within the entertainment industry itself. Perhaps one of the most significant corporate predictions made by the show was the acquisition of 20th Century Fox by Disney, a deal that seemed far-fetched when it was alluded to in a 1998 episode, yet came to fruition in 2019. In the episode, When You Dish Upon a Star, a quick shot shows a sign outside the 20th Century Fox studio, proclaiming it as a division of Walt Disney Company. This visual gag was nothing short of prophetic. At the time, the idea of such a massive consolidation within the entertainment industry seemed like a humorous impossibility. However, the laughter faded into astonishment 2 decades later when Disney officially acquired 21st Century Fox for $71.3 billion, reshaping the media landscape. The acquisition sent shockwaves through the industry, signaling a new era of corporate consolidation that could have profound implications for creativity, competition, and content diversity. With Disney absorbing a vast array of Fox's film and television assets, including the rights to The Simpsons itself, the deal raised questions about the concentration of media power and its impact on consumer choice and independent production. The merger represented more than just a corporate conquest. It was a pivotal moment that highlighted the industry's shift towards streaming and direct-to-consumer services. Disney's strategic move to bolster its content library was directly tied to the launch of Disney+, a platform that has since become a formidable player in the streaming wars. This transition underscores a broader trend where content is king and the battle for viewers' attention is waged not in cinemas or on cable TV, but on streaming platforms. For The Simpsons and other Fox properties, becoming part of the Disney family meant entering a new creative landscape with both opportunities and challenges. On one hand, the acquisition opened up the possibility for crossovers, expanded universes, and access to Disney's vast marketing and distribution networks. On the other hand, concerns were raised about potential censorship and the homogenization of content under Disney's family-friendly brand. The deal also underscored the importance of intellectual property in the digital age. Disney's acquisition of Fox's assets, including lucrative franchises such as X-Men, Avatar, and The Simpsons, was a clear move to secure a competitive edge in a content-driven market. This strategy reflects the growing value of established characters and narratives in attracting and retaining audiences in an increasingly fragmented media environment. The Disney-Fox merger is emblematic of a larger trend towards consolidation in the entertainment industry, raising questions about the future of competition, innovation, and diversity in media. As major players continue to absorb smaller entities, the landscape becomes more dominated by a few key conglomerates, each wielding significant influence over cultural production and distribution. This consolidation trend has implications for creators and consumers alike. While it may lead to the creation of expansive, interconnected media universes, it also risks stifling independent voices and narrowing the range of stories that reach the public. The challenge for the industry will be to balance the benefits of scale and synergy with the need to foster creativity and diversity in storytelling. Environmental and health forecasts, three-eyed fish, and pandemic predictions. The Simpsons has not only been a cultural barometer for technological advancements and corporate dynamics, but has also provided startlingly prescient commentary on environmental and health issues. Through its unique blend of humor and satire, the show has touched on serious subjects like pollution, nuclear waste, and global pandemics, foretelling real-world environmental crises and health emergencies that have since become part of global discourse. One of the most iconic symbols of environmental warning in The Simpsons is the three-eyed fish, Blinky. First appearing in the 1990 episode, "Two Cars in Every Garage and Three Eyes on Every Fish." Blinky is discovered in the waters near Springfield's nuclear power plant, serving as a grotesque testament to the environmental degradation wrought by unchecked industrial activities. This fictional fish became emblematic of the real dangers associated with nuclear pollution and environmental neglect. In a case of life imitating art, a three-eyed fish was reportedly caught in a reservoir in Argentina in 2011, near a nuclear facility. While it's unclear whether this was a direct result of nuclear contamination, the incident mirrored The Simpsons' warning about the impact of environmental pollution on biodiversity and highlighted the ongoing concerns regarding nuclear energy and waste management. Perhaps more eerily prescient was The Simpsons' foreshadowing of global health crises. In the 1993 episode Marge in Chains, the show depicts a flu pandemic originating in Asia that spreads rapidly to Springfield, causing widespread panic and chaos. This storyline, played for laughs at the time, prefigured the real-world outbreaks of diseases such as SARS, H1N1, and most notably COVID-19, which emerged from China in late 2019 and led to a global pandemic. The episode's depiction of societal reactions to the outbreak, including the spread of misinformation, panic buying, and the challenge of containing the disease, mirrored the real-life responses to the COVID-19 pandemic. It highlighted not only the potential for such viruses to disrupt societies, but also the importance of preparedness, clear communication, and scientific understanding in managing public health crises. The Simpsons' environmental and health forecasts serve as a mirror reflecting humanity's anxieties and challenges in these domains. The show's ability to predict such issues speaks to its keen observation of societal trends and scientific concerns. By integrating these serious themes into its narratives, The Simpsons has contributed to raising awareness about environmental degradation and the importance of vigilance in the face of emerging health threats. The three-eyed fish and pandemic predictions underscore the interconnectedness of environmental health and public health. They remind us that environmental neglect and habitat destruction can have far-reaching consequences, including the emergence and spread of diseases. These episodes encourage viewers to consider the long-term implications of human activity on the planet and the importance of sustainable practices and robust public health systems. The foresight displayed by The Simpsons in these areas has implications beyond entertainment. It serves as a call to action for policymakers, environmentalists, and the public to prioritize environmental conservation and health preparedness. The show's predictions underscore the need for comprehensive environmental policies, investment in renewable energy, and a global approach to disease prevention and control. Moreover, these episodes contribute to a broader discourse on how societies manage and respond to environmental and health crises. They highlight the role of media in shaping public understanding and discourse around these critical issues, demonstrating how storytelling can influence public awareness and potentially guide policy and action. Sports and entertainment insights, Olympic gold and Super Bowl performances. The Simpsons has not only been astute in its predictions about politics, technology, and environmental issues, but has also shown an uncanny ability to foresee major sports achievements and entertainment spectacles. From accurately predicting Olympic outcomes to Super Bowl halftime shows, the show has left fans in awe of its ability to forecast some of the most memorable moments in sports and entertainment history. In the 2010 Vancouver Winter Olympics, the U.S. men's curling team achieved an unexpected victory, capturing Olympic gold. This remarkable achievement was foretold by The Simpsons in the 2010 episode Boy Meets Curl. In the episode, Homer and Marge, along with Agnes and Seymour Skinner, form a mixed curling team and end up winning gold for the United States at the Winter Olympics, beating Sweden. The real-life echo of this storyline came 8 years later, when the U.S. men's curling team won gold at the 2018 Winter Olympics in Pyeongchang, defeating Sweden in the final, a detail that mirrored the show's prediction with startling accuracy. This prediction not only showcased The Simpsons' knack for anticipating the outcomes of sporting events, but also highlighted curling's rise from obscurity to becoming a celebrated Olympic sport. The episode contributed to increasing awareness and appreciation for curling, a sport often overshadowed by more mainstream Winter Olympic events. The Simpsons also demonstrated its prescience in the realm of entertainment, particularly with its prediction of Lady Gaga's Super Bowl halftime performance. In the 2012 episode, Lisa Goes Gaga, Lady Gaga visits Springfield and performs a concert that includes flying through the air in a harness, a spectacle that foreshadowed her real-life Super Bowl LI halftime show in 2017. During her performance, Gaga indeed flew through the air in a harness, just as she had done in the episode years earlier. This prediction highlighted The Simpsons' ability to not only foresee specific events, but also capture the essence of pop culture moments before they happen. Lady Gaga's Super Bowl performance was a defining moment in live entertainment, celebrated for its energy, innovation, and technical complexity. By predicting this event, The Simpsons further cemented its reputation as a show with its finger on the pulse of the entertainment industry. These predictions underscore the significant role media plays in shaping and reflecting cultural trends in sports and entertainment. The Simpsons, through its portrayal of Olympic glory and Super Bowl performances, has contributed to the narrative around these events, influencing public perception and anticipation. The show's ability to predict such outcomes speaks to its deep understanding of cultural dynamics and the trajectories of sports and entertainment phenomena. Moreover, these predictions have sparked discussions about the influence of television and media on real-world events. By forecasting these moments, The Simpsons not only entertains but also engages its audience in a broader conversation about the intersection of media, sports, and entertainment. It challenges viewers to consider how televised portrayals can sometimes prefigure or even inspire real-life achievements and spectacles. Societal reflections, election manipulation and surveillance concerns. The Simpsons has a storied history of weaving societal and ethical concerns into its narrative fabric, often foreshadowing real-world issues with uncanny accuracy. Among these are the profound themes of election manipulation and the pervasive reach of surveillance, topics that have grown increasingly relevant in contemporary discourse. Through its prescient storytelling, The Simpsons not only entertains but also offers a mirror to society, reflecting deep-seated anxieties and sparking conversations around privacy, democracy, and the role of technology in our lives. In the episode Treehouse of Horror 13, aired in 2008, The Simpsons tackled the contentious issue of election manipulation. The segment features Homer attempting to vote for Barack Obama in the 2008 U.S. presidential election only for the voting machine to repeatedly register his vote for John McCain, ultimately consuming him in a comedic yet foreboding twist. This vignette, while exaggerated for effect, touched on very real fears about the integrity of the electoral process and the vulnerability of electronic voting systems to tampering and malfunction. This portrayal predated numerous real-world allegations and instances of election interference and voting irregularities, highlighting concerns over the security of democratic processes in the digital age. By bringing these issues to the fore in a humorous context, The Simpsons underscored the importance of vigilance, transparency, and accountability in safeguarding democracy from the threats posed by technological manipulation and external interference. The Simpsons movie, released in 2007, further delved into societal reflections by addressing the issue of surveillance. In a scene that now seems prophetic, the Simpson family becomes the target of government surveillance after an environmental incident, leading to a revelation that the National Security Agency, NSA, is listening to every conversation in America. This satirical take on government overreach and the erosion of privacy rights anticipated the global debate sparked by Edward Snowden's revelations in 2013, which exposed the extensive nature of government surveillance programs and ignited discussions about privacy, security, and civil liberties in the digital world. The show's portrayal of these themes resonated deeply with viewers, serving as a comedic yet poignant commentary on the balance between national security and individual privacy. It highlighted the growing concern over how governments and corporations collect, use, and sometimes exploit personal information, prompting viewers to consider the implications of living in an increasingly monitored and analyzed society. The Simpsons' exploration of election manipulation and surveillance issues raises critical questions about the ethical dimensions of technology and governance. It challenges audiences to think about the moral responsibilities of those who wield technological power and the safeguards needed to protect democratic institutions and personal freedoms in the face of evolving threats. These episodes also reflect a broader societal anxiety about the future of democracy and privacy in an interconnected world, where technological advancements offer both unprecedented opportunities and significant risks. By incorporating these themes into its storytelling, The Simpsons contributes to an important dialogue on how societies can navigate the complexities of the 21st century, ensuring that technological progress serves to enhance, rather than undermine, democratic values and human rights.